first let us create the one component. Okay, so let us create one component. Okay, how to do that? New file. So we want to create one file. Okay, so I'll say display users. Okay, display users data view. Okay, okay. Tell me what I need to do. Script. Okay. Setup. Next, what we need to do? Template. Okay. Last one, style. So everybody know this one, right? Or anybody not aware of this one? Okay. Okay. So let us scope. Why we need to write the scope, ma? Otherwise, it will override the other styles. Okay. So what we want to do? I want to display the data. Correct, right? Okay. So today what we will do? I want to load the same data in two pages, ma. So this is a new page, right? Here I want to display it, and as well as I want to display in the users also. Okay. So where is the users? We have this one, right? So here we are doing the display, right? So here we are writing one-time code. There also we are writing another same code. Okay. So we should not write the repeated code. First thing. Okay. So whenever suppose here we have this username is there, right? So this is nothing but your logged in username. Okay, now we want to maintain whenever there is a login user is there, we want to maintain this one. Whenever we are log out, we want to remove that. Automatically it should clear out. Okay, so we will do all those things. Okay, so for this one we will do the state management. Okay, for this one we will do the state management. State management is nothing but, suppose I have 10 pages, I want to display users in the 3 pages. Okay, I want to list all the users in the 3 pages. So how can I do it, I no need to write the same code in 3 places. Okay, what should I do? I should load all this data in the one place. Okay, and whenever I want in particular page, I will get data from that place. Okay, that place we will be calling it as a state. Okay, that place we will be calling it as a state. So that state is nothing but we'll write one simple JavaScript file. Okay, and one simple object. Clear? Okay, so first what we will do, we'll go to our new page. So what is a new page? My display is just right. So let us create one route for this. Okay, let us create one route for this, fast. Okay, I will say display. Okay, so I will say display users. So I will say display users. Okay, what is the component, I need to download that one, right? So what is the component name? I will say display users view. Okay, so you can write any name. This is not a problem. Here what I need to do? Display users are right. Dot view. Okay, so now we are done. What I need to do next fast? So I need to add the display users. Okay, so file save all. Okay, so and let us go to that route, display users. Okay, so there is nothing, it is coming, right? Because we don't have anything in the where in the display users page, right? File save all. Let us do the something. So let us write one h1 tag users available. Okay, something like this, and let us see the output. Okay, so this is our code only, right? Display users, and we have added the route. So did I do like this? Okay, go to our index.js. So display users. Okay, so what is our route? Display users. So now it is there, right? Now whenever I want whenever I coming here, I want to load the data from server. Okay, I want to load the data from server. Okay, first you ask your server developer, you give the Swagger URL and you will take the URLs. Okay, so everybody know what is our Swagger URL, right? So Trinits Technologies. Tell me, Trinits Technologies slash demo. Okay, slash Swagger UI. Okay, so this is the URL for our company. Okay, so everybody can go here and they can, what is a controller? User controller. Okay, now I want to fetch it, right? So let us click get and try it out. Okay, so just execute it, not a problem. So we will get this data, right? Copy this URL. This is our URL. Okay, so no need to ask somebody, you can copy this URL. Okay, so let us go here. First, what I want to do, whenever I am coming in this page itself, I want to load the data. I don't want to click any button. By default itself, I want to load the data. Okay, for this reason, what we can do, directly we can go here inside the script and we can write the function. So let us write one async function, ma. Async, very easy only. Async function. We can keep any name. Tell some name. I will say load db users. So any name we can keep it. Okay, load db users. Okay, now I loaded. So first step, what we need to do, we think like we have 3 steps or 2 steps. Okay, first step is fetch the data. Okay, fetch the data. Write the URL, ma. Let promise. Okay, what promise? This one, user promise is equal to write the fetch, ma. Fetch method. Okay, so fetch method will take the 2 arguments. First one is URL, second is options. Option is optional. If you want to call the get API, we don't need to pass it. If you want to call post, put, delete, then only we need to pass the options here. Okay, so we have what URL we are calling, get API or post API? Get API. So that is the reason I am not calling anything. Okay, simply. So anybody have any doubt here, ma? First line, what is the first line, ma? Fetch the data. So everybody is clear first line. Okay, now we'll go for the second line. Okay, once we fetch the data, it will return the promise. Okay, I need to subscribe the promise. Okay, I need to subscribe the promise. Tell me what is the second step, ma? Subscribe the promise. Okay, to get the data, we have called to server, but we need to get the data, right? Okay, that is the reason we can say user promise dot then user promise data, then we can write a one ES6 function. Okay, I will say data arrow bracket data dot JSON. So why we are doing this one is now I will get the data from server, right? I want to convert the data to a JSON format. Okay, and convert data to JSON. Okay, JSON. So is the second point clear, ma? Okay, now after this, I want to get original data, whatever the data after converting the data. So this data also will return promise only. This data also will return a promise only. So now again I need to write another then. Okay, then now you can here you can have any variable name. Here I'm having a data, right? You can have A, B, C, D, any variable name, any valid identifier name. And don't confuse here, whatever the name we are giving, we no need to give here. Any name we can have it. Okay, like I will say users something, I can keep any name. Okay, so okay, now I got the data, right? Open bracket and close bracket. So do you know this open bracket and close bracket are optional, right? Whenever we are writing one line, optional. Whenever we are writing multi-line, that is required. Okay, first step, what I will do, always what we'll do, we'll verify our data is there or not. Console dot log of what we need to do, users. Okay, so with this one we are done with the async function, ma. Somebody need to call the function, right? So by default, whenever I am coming to this page, I want the data. Okay, so that is the reason what I will do, I'll go here, I will call this method. Okay, so please remember why I am calling this one, ma. Immediately I want the data. That is the reason I want to calling. Okay, sometimes there is a button, whenever you are clicking only you want to get the data. That time you should not write like this. Okay, on button you should write this. Okay, so far it's clear, right? So what is the first step? Fetch the data. And what is the second step? Subscribe the data. Okay, in there, here there is a the third second, then what will do, get the original data. Okay, get the original data. Okay, so like this. So let us file, save all, and go and check the your console. Okay, sorry, go and check the file, inspect. So we can check in the console, right? So yeah, see, there is a 7 arrays there, right? So with this simple, we are done the task, right? We are able to fetch the data. So first task is done. Okay, now I want to display a table, right? If you want to display a table, what do you want to do? You need an array, right? Tell me what I need to do. Go to your script file. Let us create one array. Let users is equal to I can say ref. Okay, so ref, and I can simply write like this. Okay, okay. So now I need to import the ref, right? Tell me. So either you give a control space, sometimes it will import. It will import it, right? Okay. So instead of ref, there is another object called reactive, ma. So what is another one, ma? Reactive. Okay. Both are same only. Either we can use ref or we can use the reactive. Okay, the only difference is for objects, array and objects, we can use the reactive. For normal numbers, strings, we cannot use the reactive. Okay, that is the only difference. Okay, suppose I want to store the boolean, don't write the reactive, we have to go for the ref only. Clear? Okay, so today we'll go for the reactive. Okay, so let us try. Now I got the users right. So where is my data? All data is there here. Okay, I need to store this one to the, so I will say user data. So just for to avoid the confusion, okay, tell me how to do store it, ma. Users is equal to one done users data. Okay, users data. So why I am doing this one, ma? I am always trying to copy the new data instead of writing it. So do you know that object dot freeze, object dot that methods, you know, right? Once we are doing object dot freeze, we cannot add anything, we cannot remove anything, right? So sometimes, most of the time, this user data will be like a freezed object. We cannot change anything in that. But if you are copying to a new array, we can do anything. Whenever we are copying to a new array, we can do anything. So now I got this array, right? So let us try to display here, ma. Okay. Do you know how to write a table? Fast. So let us have a div tag. Table. Right. Okay. Tr. Next th. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So for now, I will go with the username. And what is there? What is other things are there? Username and age. Okay. Age and email. Okay, so but we can write any number. Okay, email. And I want to delete also. Okay, so I will have another header also. So I will say like this. Now tell me, write the road mark tr. Okay, td. How many tds I want? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 or 5 I created. Okay, let us write one button, ma. Button delete. Okay, so we'll do. And I want another button also, ma, for edit. Button edit. Okay. So for first one, what is the data I want to display, ma? Username. But here we have data in array, right? First we need to use a ng for loop on the tr tag. Okay, that v for loop in the here. Okay. Let us use the v for tag, ma. V hyphen for. Why we are using v for, ma? Because in that array it can be 1 or 10 or 1000. We don't know. It will be dynamic, right? If I am using array of 0, array of 1, we absolutely will go wrong. Correct, right? If you are using v for, if it is 1000, it will come 1000. If it is 1, it will come 1. Okay, for dynamic purpose we will use. Tell me syntax. You can write any variable name first. Correct, right? Of what is my variable array name? Users. Okay, so this is your array name, this is my variable name. I can keep anything, yeah, also fine. Okay, for meaningful purpose I will say user. Okay, inside the users array will have user only, right? Like this I am copying. Now I want the data, right? Do you know interpolation? User data. Tell me what I want to do. Username. Again, here. Tell me user data. Age. Okay. Next. User data. Email. Okay, so like this. Okay, so make sure that these properties are matching with the server properties. Okay, so if you are seeing what is the age, email, username. Okay, so make sure that your capital and small is JavaScript is case sensitive. If your server is written in capital, small, and if you are using some other case, it will not work out. Okay, make sure that you are using the same case. Okay, and now let us save my file. File save all. Okay, file save all. So let us reload. Okay, no, that is fine. Table data is not populated, right? Table data is okay. Wait. Don't worry. Okay. So let us use the. No, whenever we are using reactive, we no need to use the this dot value. Okay. So let us go for ref for fast. I'll check the this ref. So what I need to do here? Dot values. Value or values? Sir? Value only. Okay. Let us do. So automatically table came, right? So how much time it is took, ma? Only some 20 minutes. We are doing from scratch, right? Okay. Now I want to delete it, ma. Okay, I want to delete it. Do it fast, ma. Okay. So whenever I want to delete, what I need to do? I need to have another method, right? Tell me. So we'll write it. Okay. So this we will do the delete process secondary. first what I want to do, or we can complete the delete functionality. Okay, so simple ma, I will copy the same function. Okay, I'll copy the same function. Okay, and I will say delete user, delete user. Okay, so if I want to delete user, I want to know the ID, right? That guy ID I want to know it. Okay, so that is the reason this method I will take the ID. Okay, so I need to pass this ID to the backend. I need to pass this ID to the backend. Okay, so I will say ID like this. So I have changed my URL, right? So why I am doing add this one ma? Delete will take the ID in the URL. If you are not giving ID, your work, everything is whatever the work we are doing, that is correct only. But this URL will be something different. We need to follow the backend, right? So backend will be giving like this. So we need to follow this one. Okay. Now this one, right? For apart from get API, we need to pass the options. We need to pass the options. Okay. Let us prepare the options object ma. Let options is equal to, okay, first method, what is the method we are doing ma? Delete. Okay, delete. So and what is the second one ma? Headers. Okay, headers. Okay, so headers. So inside the header what we need to do now? Some accept value, something like this, right? For that value alone I'll just copy this. Okay, because I did not by heart this one, this alone I will copy it. Okay, so let me go here. So this is nothing but one header ma. Header is nothing but additional information sending to the server. That's all. Header is nothing but additional information sending to the server. Okay, now second part is done, right? I'll copy these users. Okay, I will copy these options. Where I need to pass? I need to pass the here. Okay, so for delete, first step, what is this one ma? Prepare the prepare the prepare the what? Prepare the options data. Prepare the options. Second step, fetch the data. Third step, subscribe the data. Okay, so delete will not return any array ma. Delete will not return any array. So for this reason what I will do, I will add some successfully loaded, something like this. Okay, I will print this whatever the message. I will say successfully deleted, something like this. Okay, now I have done everything. So now the method is ready ma. So what I have done, first step, read it out. I have prepared the options. So what I am doing, method is equal to delete, header is equal something. Okay, for delete body is not required, and I have prepared the URL and I am passed the options here. Okay, third step, this is, there is no difference at all here, fully same. Okay, so don't assign again, please don't use this users dot value in the delete also. Delete will not return the users, it will return true or false only, success or not, that's all. Okay, this line only we need to write in the get API only, we should not write in the post or put anywhere. Okay, clear. So now let us, I need to call this method, right? So where I should call ma? Whenever I am calling a delete method, I need to call it. Let us click on what is the method? Delete user. Okay, delete user. So please understand, this delete user is taking one argument, right? What argument it is taking? ID. Okay, if you go to this user object, there is ID property is there. Okay, ID property is there. So simply what I can say, user dot ID. Okay, so why I am passing user dot ID ma? This is the user, we are going to delete it. If I don't know ID number, how can I catch some guy from outside? I cannot do anything, right? I need your Aadhaar card. If you want to throw out, I need your Aadhaar card. So that is the reason I am taking from here. Okay, why get API? I don't want Aadhaar card, nothing, because I want to load all the things, right? I don't want to load particular person, I want to load all the things. So that is the reason we don't have any ID property. Okay, let us do it. Okay, file save all. Okay, but the problem is, whenever I'm deleting it, this page will not be automatically reloaded, because we automatically will not reload. We need to call the get API again to load the data. Okay, so first let us see whether it will reflect or not. Okay, I want to delete this guy. Okay, ABC666. Let us delete it ma. So not edit. Okay, so delete. So what it is saying, successfully deleted is equal to true. Okay, so server is returning only true value, not the JSON value. Okay, let us just reload the page ma. 666 gone, right? Now we want to reload the page automatically by program, we don't want to reload the page. Okay, for this reason what I can do, after everything is done, after delete is successfully deleted, so I will say, instead of console I will say toast message or alert message. Okay, I will say alert. Okay, alert. Okay, so what this will do, user is successfully deleted. After that I will load the db users again. Okay, file save all. Okay, file save all. So I have it. Okay, let us delete this guy, ma. Okay, successfully deleted. Automatic page reloaded, right? So this will automatically happen. Okay, this is nothing but so we are loaded and we are things also. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to edit and what I wanted, I want to two other things. What are the other things I want to do? Save and edit. Okay, so do you know how to write a form, ma? Do you know how to write a form? Okay, so let us write one form either in the top or below. We'll write one form, div. So can I just copy that form alone for time sake? Okay, so at least we will save some time. Okay, so I'll go here, and where is the users that we, where we have written the form, ma? In add expense or edit expense? No, I think in the registration. Okay, so in the registration. Okay, so I am copying the all the data, ma. Okay, I am copying the all data. Huh? Let us go here. Why I'm copying, ma? Only for saving the time. Okay, we know how to do all these things, right? File format. So now suppose think like you have written a form. Okay, we are going to do from scratch. Okay, there is no methods, nothing. We did not write anything. So it's nothing. We are going to write a form here. Okay. So first username field, form field, something like this, right? Whenever we want to work with the forms, we need one object for two-way binding. We need one object for a two-way binding. Okay, then only we can get the data and send to server, right? Okay, for this reason what I will do, create one variable in the javascript, create a separate variable. Okay, I will say let user model is equal to either. Okay, yeah, let us try with the reactive, I want to try for this one. Okay, so what are the values I want to have it, ma? I want to copy all the JSON values. Okay, I want to copy all the JSON values, so I am copying here. So let me format the document. So what I'm doing here, I'm just adding, you can use the ref or reactive. Okay, anything is fine. Whenever you are using ref, you need to use the values. Okay, so here I'm using reactive, right? So I'm making all values are empty. I am keeping only this three are value because I don't have form, right? If you are adding all these three files also, you can do a TV binding and give a empty value. Okay. Okay. So now what I need to do? Tell me. I need to copy this URL and I will say id colon empty. Okay, and id property also I will make it empty. Id will, who will create id, Sandhya? Backend. Okay, backend will give the id. Okay, so now what I want to do, let us do a two-way binding, user data, user model dot username, user model dot email, user data age. Suppose if I have another properties, I will be doing something, right? Okay, with this one everybody is clear with this what we are doing, right? Now I want to save this one. Okay, let us click on save, so click. Okay, what is the method I can write it? Click is equal to so I want to write a save user. I want to write a save user. Okay, so let us write one save user function, go to script. So can I do a copy paste, So what I will do, I will just copy the delete code alone. Okay, so whatever the code in the earlier we have written, same code only I am copying it. Okay, okay. So first I'll rename it. So what is the code I want to write it? Save user. Okay, I don't want id, I'll remove it. Okay, so now first here also first step is prepare the options. So what is the option I want to prepare, post API. I want to save it, right? Post. How many APIs we have it? 4. Get. What is the purpose of get? To get the data from server. What is the is of post? To save data to the server. What is the is of put? To update the data. What is the delete? To delete the data. Okay. Yeah. So now tell me what I need to do here. And in the headers there is no change, same thing. Okay. The last part is body. Last part is body. Okay. For post and put we need to send the body. For post and put we need to send the body. That body we need to send as a string, string, not the object. What we need to send, string. So what, but we have one object, right? What is the object we have it? User model. What is the object we have it? But I want to convert object into string. What is the method I should use, stringify. Okay, what is, how to write it? Tell me. I don't know. JSON data stringify. What is our model name? User model. Okay, so now everybody understand what is this? Okay, what is this line will do? Convert object into string. Okay, and only for put and post API, not for any other API. Okay, delete not required, get not required. Okay, so I have done this one, right? Now first step is done. I have prepared the options. Second step, what is the second step, ma? I want to save it, right? So URL is, if you go to URL, there is no that ID is not required. Okay, sir, how can I know whether the ID is required or not? So that is your question, right? Go to our Swagger. Okay, go to our Swagger. If you see here, there is a create post is there, right? What is there? Demo API V1 user. Is there any ID property in the last, ma? No. But if you go to delete, right, there is a in the interpolation there is user ID, right? That interpolation is nothing but your ID. Automatically, if you are setting one, auto it will set it over there. You know we should not write the interpolation over there, but directly we should send 1 2 3 something like this. Okay, so here I don't have any ID. That is the reason I am not making any ID in the last. Okay, okay. So now what I will do, I will pass the options. Same code. If you see delete code, so this here we are using delete and we are using the options. So here we are using the options, but we are sending the post type. Okay, and we are second argument we are passing as the options. That's all. Okay, so here I will come to the this part, this third part. There is no difference at all. Okay, I will not do this. Okay, so what I will do, instead of successfully deleted, what I will say, successfully saved. Successfully saved. I am not changing any other thing. See, in the second third part, am I doing any single line change? No, I am just changing the message alone. Okay, and once it is saved, I want to load the new data. So that is the reason I am calling the load DB users. Clear? Okay, let us file save all. Okay, let us file save all. Let us go to our form. Where is our form? What it is saying? Cannot read properties of null parent node. Something update component. It is affecting something. Username cannot username. Okay, so okay. So first thing, first we'll go for ref. What is this? Ref. Whenever you are using ref, what we need to do? So here we are not directly using it. So okay. So I have this one, ma. Okay. So do you know how to write a border, ma? Border for these things. Okay. I want a border for this guy, ma. Tell me. I'll say class is equal to form. Hmm? Write it fast. Hmm. Dot form. Border. 1 pixel. Solid black color. Okay. And you can add the margin and all those things. We'll add it. Okay. So like now I want to write. This is the save case, not the edit case. Save case. Okay. I want to save. My name is Trinits. My email is Trinits at trinits.com. Okay. Trin.com. My age is only 2 years. Okay. Something. So now I want to save it. Okay. So let us clear here and check it. Okay. So what it is saying, successfully saved, right? Let us click OK. So and whether the data is saving it or not. So there is a problem here, ma. Okay. So what is the problem? Let us check in the network. Okay. First network. Whether our data is saved or not. So what is the API? We are calling it a post API. Correct? Let us check the data. What it is doing, ma? It is sending some other data. Okay, so whenever you are sending the data, we need to send the value. We need to send the value only. We should not send all the data. Okay, so let me go here. Let me delete it. Okay, so let me go here. What I want to do, tell me, ma, first. Whenever I am sending, where I am sending the data, here, right? So here I need to say dot value. Okay, so because I'm using ref, right, I'm using ref. Whenever I'm using ref, I need to use a value. Okay, let us again save, ma. Okay, Trinits Trinits at .com. My age is some two things, and let us clear this time and save user. Okay, successfully saved. So automatically came, right. So this is nothing but your save case. That's all. Okay, now whenever once you are saved the data, we need to clear this one. See, we need to clear this data. Okay, once we are saving the data, what we need to do, we need to clear it, because otherwise it will be there, right? So what is two-way binding, ma? If I am changing anything in the HTML, it will change over there. If I am writing anything in the JavaScript, it will change here, right? So once it is successfully saved, what I will do, I will go to successfully saved. I am writing one message, right? Here I will write like this. Okay, users user model, right? User model dot value is equal to, I'll write like this. Okay, I'll create like this one. So what is this meaning? I am creating a empty object, right? I am creating a empty object. Okay, so instead of creating empty object, what I will do, I'll just have the something. So okay, let us see what will happen. I will create empty object and let us see. Okay, so let us clear. First, tell me. I'll say a something and right. I have written age and let us save here. Okay, what it is doing. Okay, so for this age is I want number only. Okay, so now it is successful, right? Okay, front end you need to write the validation for this one. It should be only number type. I did not do all the validations. Okay, yeah. So now it is a saved, my saved, right? So what is the thing we want to do? And it is reset also. See here, it is also cleared, right? Now let us try with the second variable name. I want to do something. I want my age is 45. Let us do it. So it is saving, right? So simple. Once you are done everything, what we need to do? We need to reset the form, right? To reset the form, very simple. Okay. What we need to do? You use that object model and just set the empty value here, just empty object. Okay. So automatically that form will be clear because we are sitting in the JavaScript, right? Whenever we are sitting in the JavaScript, HTML will be reflected. Whenever you are setting the HTML, JavaScript will be reflected. That is your two-way binding, right? So here reset the form value. Okay, reset the form value. Okay, now what is the last case? My edit case. Whenever I'm clicking it, I want to load the data. Okay, let us save here. So please understand this case. This is a little bit different. What I want to do, whenever I'm clicking here, whenever I'm clicking edit, first what I want to do, whenever I'm clicking any row data, all this row data should be here. Correct, right? Then only that edit case. Correct, right? Whenever I'm clicking any data, I want to update here, right? Okay. First, let us write one edit method. Okay. Whenever I'm clicking, write one method. Okay. Write it. Okay. So let us go here. So go to that button name. Write one edit ma. At click. Tell me. At click is equal to edit user. Edit user. Okay. So first thing, I want to know that user, right? Who is that user? I want to know that, right? So that is the reason I will take the user itself. I will take the user itself. Okay. So yeah, and so now I want to write this method ma. Okay, I want to write this method. Let us write the method ma. We are not going to send any request to the backend ma. We want, whenever we are clicking here, we want to populate the data. That's all. We will not send any request to backend. When we will send a request backend, whenever we are clicking save only, we'll send it. Clear? Okay. So let us try to do it again. So what is the method I want to do it? Save user. Write a function ma. Function something like this. Okay. Do you know two-way binding? What is two-way binding? Whatever we are setting here, automatically it will sit there, right? What is our model? User model. Okay. So I will come here. I will come here. Do you know how to copy from one value to another value, ma? I told you in the object class, we are going to use that object class in the Java Angular are here. And now tell me how to copy from one object to another object. What is the method? Not this dot value. We have some methods. Object.create, object.assign. Anybody listen? What is the object.assign? If you want to copy from one object to another object, what is the method? Object.assign. Okay. If you are forgetting like this, who can help you? Tell me what object.assign method. So first we'll take the new object. Okay. From which object I want to copy it, ma? This one, user object. Okay. So I have written like this. So with this one, what will happen? I am creating a new object and I am setting it to the value. Okay. File. That's all. Save it. Okay. Let us reload. Ma. Let us click here. See, automatic value is coming, right? I want to edit this row. Coming, right? I want to edit this row data. Coming, right? It is easy or difficult? Tell me. Whichever. Now, if you don't remember the object data assign, what you can do? So whenever I am teaching, that will be like boring topic only, assign method and those things boring. It will be useful in the in the project. Okay, you need to apply your brain whenever we want to use it. Okay, so now we are done, right? Now if I am clicking here, what should happen, ma? It should update or it should save? It should update, right? But when if I click here, let us see what will happen. What is happening? It is saving it because what is the logic we are writing inside the method? What is the method we have? What is the logic we are writing inside? We are saying always save only, right? Let us go there. Do you know how to write if condition, ma? Do you know how to write if condition, right? Now we need to combine your if knowledge also. Okay. What is the method save, right? Here when I should save, ma? Whenever I am creating new object, then I should save it. When I should update it, whenever I am editing existing object, then I should update it, right? So first, the next question is, how can you identify whether this is a saved or not? How can I identify, ma? We have one property called id, right? If id is there, that is nothing but a save object. If id is not there, that is not a saved. So let us write to the our table first, ma. Okay, let us write our table. I will say id. Okay, here also let us write it, ma, so that we will be can easily visualize. Okay, so let us go here. So now I have id, right? Think like if you have an id, that means already saved object. If you don't have an id, that is not a saved object. Okay, suppose here I want to say whether edit or here I want to write one title, ma, whether this is add or edit. How can I write an add and edit title? If id is there, that is edit. If id is not there, that is a what is a add. Correct, right? Sandhya, you need to tell the condition now. Okay, yeah. So here I want to write one title. Okay, what is the title? I want to write it a h1 title. I want to say user edit or not. Okay, edit user or add user. So if I am saying add user, what will happen? Always it will display add user only, right? I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do this one. Okay, where I am writing, ma, on table only, right? Display users. Okay, okay, so here it is showing a add user, right? Okay, now what I want to do, whenever I want to add this one to the bottom of the page, but not here. Let us go down and add it to the form. Okay, so whenever I'm editing here, suppose I'm adding something like this username. Now tell me, this is a add user or edit user? Add user. So now I want to display add. Suppose I will click here, and now tell me, this is edit user or add user? Edit user. Okay, so now whenever I'm clicking here, I want to change this text to edit user. Okay, so do you know what is interpolation, ma? Interpolation, we know, right? So I want to dynamically add the text here. Okay, for this reason add the interpolation. Okay, so how can I identify whether user is there or not? Id, right? I will say user model dot id. Okay, do you know the ternary condition, right? Ternary condition, everybody understand, right? Question mark. I'll write the question mark. So after that I will write one string, and again I will write the colon, and I will write the string. So this is equal to your if and else condition. Okay, so if this variable have some value, this code will be executed. If this variable don't have value, second condition will be executed. Now suppose if user is id, user is having id value, what is that meaning? Edit or save? If user is having the id, so that is nothing but edit, right? Edit user. If user is don't have the id, then it is nothing but a add user. Okay, so let us save this and reload our code, ma. See here. Okay, let us reload. So what it is saying, add user, because first time it is coming, right? I will click here. What it is saying, okay, automatically whenever you are clicking, we can identify, right? So what is the condition we are checking here? Simple case, if id is there, that is nothing but a save case. If id is not there, correct, right? Now whenever you are saving to database also, we need to write condition based on this one only. Clear? Okay, let us go to our save method. So here we have save method, right? Here we need to write two condition, ma. If id is there, edit. If id is not there, save. Clear? Write the, tell me the condition. If user model dot value dot id. Correct, right? If id is there, okay, id is there, what I need to do? Okay, if id is there, what I need to do here? Edit case. If id is not there, what I need to do here? Save case, add case. Okay, so for adding, already I have written the code, right? I'll copy this all code. I'll copy all this code, and I'll paste it into the second block. Okay, where I have written second block, here, right? Okay, I'll add it. So whatever the code I have written, I just copy paste. That's all. Okay, I did not do anything great code. Okay, now I want to update the code, right? So I'll copy the same code. Okay, I will copy the same code, and I will go to the okay. Let us format the document, ma, so that you will have some good thing. Let us go to edit case. Okay, so I have pasted. Let us format the document again. Okay, so first step, ma. First, what is the first step, ma? We need to prepare the options data. We need to prepare the options data, right? So now am I doing edit or say save? Edit, right? For edit, what type of request we should send to server? Post or put? What are the APIs for? We have it, right? Tell me, what is the first API? Get. What is the use of get? To fetch the data. What is the use of post? To create the data. What is the use of put? To update that. Now what is the API we want to call it update, right? Then now what I need to do here? Put. Okay, put. Okay, so apart from this I no need to do anything else, that's all. Okay, clear? Okay, now that is clear. And there is a URL is there, right? Let us go to Swagger ma, and if you go to Swagger for update, this guy will take the user ID. This guy is taking user ID, right? He need to know which user you are hiding. Okay, so now I need to go here. I need to add the user ID ma. Okay, plus I need to know the user ID, right? Where I will be having user ID ma? User model dot id. Correct, right? I will be having it. That's all. You are done. Post is done. This is done. Okay, let us verify it. Okay, let us verify it. Okay, so there is no change in the second part. Same thing for all the things. Second part is the third part is same. File, save all. Okay, so let us update ma. Okay, go here. So I want to add this one to Trinits technologies. Okay, let us edit ma. Okay, Trinits technologies. Okay, something like this. Okay, so if I am saving user, let us save it. Okay, so if there is an error, we will fix it. Okay, no problem. Okay, now what it is saying, demo dot undefined. Okay, it is saying user model dot undefined value. It is there, boss. So somehow we are not getting the ID. Okay, so let us check it. Okay, let us do a console.log. Okay, so here whenever you are saving it, we need to take the data, right? Which user I want to know the data, right? Okay, so okay, I don't want this, or I can say user model. User model dot. Okay, so see here ma, whenever I'm using, I need to call the user model dot value dot id. Okay, so this is a mistake, I'm keep on doing it, so you guys also will be keep on doing. Okay, so this is a mistake, please understand. Whenever error is coming, don't worry, we might be doing some small mistake. Okay, we need to understand. So now I am adding the id also. Okay, let us reload ma. Okay, let us reload. I want to edit this Trinits data. Write it, Trinits technologies. Okay, I will save user. Okay, save user. So let us click it. What it is saying? Successfully saved. Why it is saying successfully ma? Saved. It is not saying updated because I did not change anything in the my update. What I need to do here? Successfully updated. If it is a save case, I will go here. I will say successfully saved. I have two blocks, right? In if case, I will say updated. In else case, I will say what I will do? Saved. Okay. File saved. Okay. File saved. So like this. So now what I want to do? I want to your small knowledge. Okay. So whenever I'm editing here, I want to update my button name as a update user. Whenever I'm saving it, I want to know it as a save user. Clear? For everybody clear? So whenever I'm editing it, please understand. Already we have done here. Same thing only I want to do it. Whenever I'm editing, I want to change my button name to update user. In normal case, I want to add it as a add user, save user. Clear? Tell me how to do it, ma. Very easy only. Go there, go there. Go to button. What I'm doing here? Remove this. What I need to do? Write this one. What is the condition I should write? User model data ID. User model data ID. If ID is there, what I need to do? If ID is there, I will say update user. If ID is not there, what I need to do? I will say save user. Okay. So file, save all. Okay. File, save all. Okay. So now currently add user is a save user. Let me click here. Update user there, right? So automatically. So how much easy it is in the view. So only you need to use the templates and you need to use the for and you need to use all other things also. Okay. Suppose sometimes what will happen is whenever editing user, I want to change the button to some other color and add user, I want to change the some other color. Okay. Colors also we can change it. Okay. Okay. So we can do anything. Okay. So I want to add two different colors ma. Okay. Tell me two colors ma. Some okay for save. Okay. I will say dot save. What I want to do? Background color is equal to some green color. Okay. For update, what I want to do, I want to write some other color for update. So you can keep any name. Okay. Background color is equal to something. Any other color ma? Cyan color or something. So I'll select some other color. Okay. So I'll go for some. Okay. So I'll pick this. Okay. Okay. So like this. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to change my button color. I want to change my button color dynamically. I cannot write like this, right? We are very intelligent guy and we are scientists. Okay. Directly we'll go here and we'll write a save and update. Both will write it. If you are writing like this, what will happen? It will apply only one color. It will not apply both colors. Whatever the last you have applied, that color only will win. What it is saying? But I don't want this one, right? We no need to be that much intelligent. Okay, please do not write like this. Okay. Now what I want to do here. So do you know what is that V binding? We have seen property binding, right? What to write? How to write a property binding? Ma colon correct, right? Okay, like this. Okay. So here I will write a object. So first I will write the what is I want to save. Okay, save. So when I should write the save, ma, if user model dot id is there. Okay, if user model dot id is there, what I want to do, I want to update, right? If id is there, I want to write update. So this is like nothing but a this is nothing but a, so whenever id is there, this css class will be applied. Okay, suppose if id is not there, I want to write reverse condition, right? Tell me, save. What is the condition I want to write it? User model data id, but I will add a not condition here. If id is not there, use save. If id is there, I will say update. Okay, so this is nothing. Let us try to do it, ma. Let us what is the first color? Green color, because id is not there. I will click on edit. It is changing the color, right? So based on the variable also, you can dynamically change the colors. Okay, we can dynamically change the colors. Clear? So suppose here whenever the username is there, right? If username is less than 5, I want to show in the green color. If username is like top 5%, top rank 5%, I want to show in a green color. So can I do it or not? Simple. You can add a css and you can add a one color and you will say user id is less than 5, something like this. Okay, user id less than 5, like this you can apply it. Okay, so all things are possible using the bindings. Already we have seen the bindings, right? But we did not see why we want to use them. Now this is the real use case. Whenever I want to do based on the condition, I can change it. Clear, ma? Okay, so this is nothing but a this thing. But now our original use case is like this only, ma. Our state management is still like this only. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to go to my other page. Users page is there, right? So I'll go to users page. I want to see all the data. I want to load all the data, but I should not do anything over there. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, if I go to users, go to users, ma. So go to users. Okay, so users we have it, right? So I want to remove all these users from here. Okay, I want to remove. Sorry, I want to keep this array, but I don't want to call the API again, because already we are loaded in other page, right? I want to load the same data here. How many pages they want the same data? 2 pages. We can be, there can be 10 pages also. Okay, so now what we want to do, whenever more than 2 pages are required the data, we should not store that in any single file. We should not store that information in the single file. Clear? So if you want only one place, we can keep it, ma. But this is called state management. Okay, so whenever we want to keep in all the places, now we'll be going for a separate things called state management. Clear? Okay, state management is very easy. Okay, so first we'll go for steps. Okay, so what we will do, you know how to create a new file, my JS file? Do you know how to create a new JS file? I'll say right click, new file. So suppose I am going to write a state for users. Okay, you can separately write it for all the very variety things. Okay, so I want to go, I want to save only users information. Okay, users data store data. I'll say JS. Okay, you can keep any name. Okay, the store is not required. You can keep users.js also. For only I want to differentiate between other components, so I will say store.js. Till now it is very clear, right? We have just created one file. Okay, now whatever the data we have written here, right, in the display users, this data is there, right? This ref and all these things, we want to save the data in the separate file. Okay, the separate file called here. Okay, let me just Copy this. Okay, so let me just go ahead. So let me go here, and there is one example. I'll just do it from there. So let me close this. Let me close this. Let me close this also. So here we need to write the one object. 1 second, guys. I want to verify the code. Okay, I want to go for state management. So there is a separate file. We have created one separate file, right? Okay. So there I am going to do something like this. Okay. I'll tell you each every step. Okay. So first we know how to create one variable, ma. We know how to create one variable, right? Let us create one variable. So let us create one variable, ma. So I'll remove all these things. Okay. So whenever I want to create an object, I want to maintain all information, who is logging the user and what is the data available. I want to store all the data. Okay. So simple. I'll remove this also. So first, whenever I'm going to create an object, I will be using the reactive, or we can use the ref also. Okay. So I'll go for reactive, and here I'm going to use an empty object. Okay. I'm going to create a empty object. Okay. So I'll do like this. Okay. So now I want to use this page in the other pages. I want to use this file in the other pages. Then what I need to do? I need to create export statement, right? Tell me how to do it. Export. So constant. Do you know what is the use of constant, ma? I will say user store. Okay. So constant is nothing but once we are creating, we cannot change the value. That is only right. So I have created a store like this. Okay. So far, is there any doubt, ma? So we are creating an empty object. Instead of creating ref, I am using the reactive. Okay. So let us do it. I am storing it in one variable. Okay. For now, what I will do, I want to check whether I have logged in or not. Okay. I want to keep three things, ma. Whether first thing I want to check whether I am logged in or not. Second thing, if I am logged in, what is the user details? Okay. I want to know the details. Okay. So let us have some variable name. Is user logged in? Okay. Is user logged? You can keep any name. So I want to keep a. This is a JSON object, ma. This is a JSON object. So this is a key and this is a value. Okay. Value. So let us, what is the second variable I want to know? Username. And whoever is stored, I want to know because I don't know anybody, right? So I will say for username is equal to empty. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm keeping two variables, right? And what is the other data I want? I want to know all the users available in the backend server. Okay. I will say users. This is just name only. What is the data I should keep? Array type. Array, right? So here. So anybody have any doubt here, ma? Again, I'm explaining why I'm taking this variable is throughout the application. You can check whether you are logged in or not. Yesterday, you have asked one question, right? Sir, sidebar, I want to close for login and registration. That will be solved by this person only. Okay, this variable only. Okay, clear? I want to check the username. I want to print that one username in the header, right? So that will be solved by this username only. Okay, and the last one users. I want to save the store same table in the two places, right? So that will be solved by this user. So whenever you have another requirement, you can add another variable also. Keep on adding. You can add any number of variables based on your requirement. Okay, clear. So now I have done this one, right? This is very, very simple or difficult it is there. Simple only, right? See, this is just one JSON object. JSON object only, right? Okay. Can I stop it or continue? What is this one? JSON object only, right? So everybody understand. If you are not understanding, we'll go away tomorrow. No problem. Okay. Yeah. So this is simple JSON object. We are using the reactive method. That's all. Okay. And we are exporting, right? Why we are exporting in JavaScript? Last class I told you, right? If I want to use another file, what I need to do? I need to export here. Then only I can import there, right? Okay. So first step I have done something. So by default, what I am saying here? not logged in, correct, right? Okay, false. So let us keep it. Okay, this is the users, that is okay. So now I want to use this, where I will get the users data, ma? Where I will get the users data? I will get in the display users page, correct, right? So I want to use the store in the here. Okay, tell me how to use it, ma? I need to import it, right? Okay, I need to import it. Okay, import user store from what is the page, ma? Dot user dot store. Okay, simple, that's all. Okay, so you can keep any name here. Okay, you can keep A, B, C, something, no need to, but I will always keep the some meaningful name, or I will match with this with the my name here, whatever the variable name, but you can keep any name. Please remember, you can keep any name. Okay, so I'm keeping it here. Okay, now what I now this is the done, right? Now what is the second part I want to do, ma? Whenever once I load the data, I want to store into the store, right? So now I will go here, I'll go here. So where I will load the data, in the load here, right? So here I am writing this one, right? So here I will say what is my variable name? User store data. What is my internal variable name? User, users, right? Not user, users. Okay, users is equal to, I'll copy like this. Okay, I'll copy like this. Okay, see here what I'm trying to do. What is my variable name store here? Users, right? So I'm directly copying like this. Okay, and what I will do, I'll remove this users variable we are keeping, right? I will remove it here. Okay, I'll remove it here. I don't require it all. Okay, I will remove this ref also. Okay, and I will now I have removed it, right? But in the table I am still keeping it, correct, right? So for the table reason, what I will do, where is my all data available? Inside the store, right? I'll copy the store information and I'll go and iterate over the store. Okay, so where is my table? My here, right? Instead of writing like this, I will say user store data users. So far it's clear, right? First step, we have created one file, one store dot file. Here whatever the variable I want to keep it, I will keep it. And second step, I will go to the component, I will first import it. Okay, and whenever I got the data, I will update the store. See here what I am doing here, I will say update the store. Okay, update the store. Okay, so this is that. And third step, I have removed whatever the local I am using, I am removed everything. Okay, let us finally save it and reload the data. Okay, if there are any problem, so this page will not be done. It is saying does not provide an export option default. Okay, so there is something syntactical problem. Okay, so this is a syntactical problem. Let me just go here and check the component b, how they are importing, they are using like a store. Okay, so let me go here, so I will just say like this. Okay, so save it. Okay, and reload it, and I will go here. Okay, so my data is stored, right? How this data is coming, from store. Now I will go to second page, users page is there, right? I will delete all the code, I will delete every line code, I will not keep anything. Okay, so let us do ourselves, let us go to what is the second component, users component, right? Users component. Okay, let us go and delete all JavaScript methods. I don't want to load, I don't want to delete, I don't want anything. Okay, I am going to remove these users also, I'm going to remove this ref also. Okay, now tell me, is there any code which is loading the data? No, correct, right? So what I will do, even here we are deleting something, right? So I will remove this code also, because I don't want to delete operation from here. I want to only see the data. Okay, but if you want to delete, we can delete here also, not a problem. Okay, but I want to see only save the data, but I want to users, right? So this user, where it will be coming, where these users are information available in store, right? Let us write a store import, import, so brackets, what is my store name? User store, from which page? From which page? Dot, what is the name? Your comp, not user data store, user data store. So inside this one, what is the variable name? My variable name, user store dot users, user store dot users. Now tell me, if are we writing any code here to load the data? No. Where, in which page I am loading the data? In other page, correct, right? How many times I am loading? Only once. Okay, like file save all. Okay, file save all. So here by default no data is coming. Okay, who will load the data, display users, right? I will say display hyphen users. Okay, so I got the data, right? Once I got the data, I will go here and I will say users. Okay, so let go to users. Okay, Okay, if this is something is wrong here, some either something we are doing something wrong, let us print the console.log. Okay, so let us print the console.log here. Okay, file. So it is by default it is empty. Let us go to users data players. Now I want to go for the which data? I want to go for the users. Okay. Okay. Users. Okay. So why you want to face all these things? I will add one anchor tag here. So directly it will go there, right? So let me add one anchor tag for only demo purpose only. Okay. So let us add one anchor tag. Add anchor tag. How to add it? Add a tag href is equal to what is the users. That's all right. Okay. Display all users. Display all users. File save all. Okay. So let us go to first which page we will go for? We'll go for the display users. Okay, I got the data. Okay, let me go here. Why this data is not coming here? No. This is not at all required. Okay, so whatever the data it is there, it should get the data here. Either we are doing something wrong, or this data is resetting the data. Okay, so let us go here. The store is like a central management. Okay, where is the users schema? Something are we doing anything wrong here? Users.store and users.store and anything wrong here? Users. Okay. So let me just try it again. Okay. So I'm clicking the empty. Okay. So let me do one thing, let me do one thing. So here we have users component, right? So in the here what I will do for demo sake, let me call it from here itself. What is the component, users view, right? Users view component. Okay. So let us do import statement, Okay, already it is imported. Okay. So what for the only demo sake, instead of going that page, I'm adding here itself. Okay. So let me save this and check it. Go to that page, display users. Okay. So whenever we are in this time, see. So whenever we are in this page, automatically in the bottom, this is a second component, right? So the bottom is the second component, not the first component, correct, right? So in the second component also data is coming. Okay, so second component, so this is coming from the second table, so that is another table. Okay, so the data is coming in the two places. Okay, so whenever I click here, somebody is resetting this data. Okay, we'll check it, who is doing that work. So far is it clear, so we can store that data and automatically that will be available in the all the places. Okay, all the places. So this is okay. So now the last thing I want to do here is here user ROM is there, right? I want to add if condition. If user is logged in, I want to show it. If user is not logged in, I don't want to show this one. Okay. Let us do that thing. So first step is we want to import this JS. Yeah, this one. Let us go to which JS I should go for, I should go for the header.view and import this. So here I'm saying user is logged in, right? I'll remove it. Okay. I'll copy this. Okay, so I have imported the first line user store. So inside this one, there is a if condition, right? So what is the variable name? Dot is user logged in. Okay, so let me save this. Okay, file save all. Let us reload the page. So what it is saying, it is not logged in yet, right? But I want to load the data. Okay, so I want to log in, right? So here I will not do all login and log out. For simple sake, what I will do, or I can go for login also. Okay, go to login. Okay, go to login. So whenever I am doing admin, I will click login. Yes, right? I will say admin. and I'll say admin. Whenever saying admin, your login successfully, right? That time I will enable this as a true. Okay, so let us do that code, ma. Go to which code? Login component. Okay, first import this JS, ma. Import this JS. Which JS? Import the store. Okay, I have imported the store. So when I should make that variable as a true, ma? Whenever my variable user data is logged in is equal to true. So whenever I am entering the correct details, my username is admin, my password is admin. Then only I am making it as a admin is equal to true. Okay, file save all. Okay, so that day we did not have like what we will do and all those things, right? Let us see admin. In the top, what it is there, ma? Not logged in, right? So let us click login. What is there? Correct, right? Now I want to store what is the username I am typing. I want to display here. Okay, I want whatever the name I want to display here. Okay, so again that is also very easy. Go to your header. So where we are storing our data, ma? Inside the username, right? Go here and remove this one. Username data, username. Okay, and where we are setting the data in the login, we know that what is the username, right? Here you will say what you need to do. User store data username is equal to what is the username, where I will having it. Don't write admin, just copy the admin value. Okay, file save all. Okay, so let us reload. So I don't have anything. Okay, let us type admin and I'll say something. Okay, no, if I am typing admin only it will work. Okay, so click on login. Okay, successfully logged in. What is username? Admin. So automatically now dynamic, right? So now you want sidebar, right? So sidebar, what you want to do? Import this store and you write like if user is logged in. How can I verify user is logged in? Simple. Go to your header. What is the check we are using here? User store dot user logged in or not. You just add this if condition for the left side sidebar. If user is logged in, sidebar will coming. If user is not there, sidebar will not come at all. Okay, clear. So with this one, what we can do? So you will can save it. You can automatically things are dynamically happening, right? So here whenever suppose I will add a logout button here. Whenever logout, I want to clear this one. Okay, go to your login page, ma. Go to your login page. Add one button. Fast. I don't have that time. Okay, I want to add a button, ma. Button. Logout. So on click, what I need to do? At click is equal to what I need to do. I want to what I wanted to tell me. I want to say logout, right? Okay, so I will say logout. Okay, logout function. Let us write one function, ma. Function logout open bracket. What I need to do? Simple. User store data is logged in is equal to false, and I need to clear the user store data. Username is equal to empty, because whenever I am logging log out, I need to clear, right? Clear, that's all. File save all and reload. Okay, now by default let me reload it. So I don't have anything. I will log in first, ma. Admin, and I will say admin and login button. So it's successfully login, name is coming, right? I will click on logout. Automatically came back, right? Because if you are in the one page, we are not able to see the difference. Suppose I am having a logout button, I am in the users page. Whenever I am logout, I want to go to some other page. We can do that, right? So like this, we can do all things dynamically. Okay, so with this one I'll stop it. So please practice everything. Your sidebar should be dynamic, your top should be dynamic. Okay, and your data you have to write in the store only. Okay, don't write in the component. From store you need to access it. Okay, so tomorrow we have some little bit concept. Tomorrow we'll do it and we'll complete it by tomorrow. Okay. Okay.